What's up, everybody? Today is the big project on this thing that I have been not looking forward to, but looking forward to at the same time because I'm trying to get this thing fixed, guys. This thing burnt oil so bad. The other day I had this thing completely empty. The oil light was on. Still was running, no knocking. Filled it up with about 3.5 quarts, and here we are today trying to fix all the oil leaks. That being said, we are going to be replacing the intake manifold gaskets, both of them, the VTEC cylinder gasket right there, the upper and lower radiator hose here, the thermostat gasket, and if I see anything else, I'll replace it and go get the parts for it. I also could replace the exhaust manifold gasket, but maybe I will. Those actually look like they might come off. I think I'll do that too. So first thing you want to do is just take off your negative terminal on the battery. Ooh, that's looking a little crowdy there. That's new. So yeah, take off the negative terminal on the battery, and then I'm going to take off the air intake and upper intake manifold. Got that removed. We also got all the exhaust bolts off. So now we're going to take off throttle cable bracket and upper intake, guys. Sorry about the music. I'll get back to you after I take that off. Alright, as you can see, we have the upper intake off, and there is oil. I'll show you the gasket. The gasket has oil on it, which is still leading me to my suspicions that the intake manifold gasket is bad. There's oil in the intake runner, so we're going to make sure we spray that out with brake clean. But now we have all this room for activities. We're going to take off the entire fuel rail here. We're going to get to the VTEC cylinder after that, thermostat housing, and then we're going to get under and unbolt the actual lower intake. So stay tuned, guys. Oh, we're also going to try to replace this heater hose here that's super soft and smushy and gooey. Yeah, that's what we're going to try to replace as well. I think I got that one. I hope. I should be able to make it work. Alright, I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, as you can see, we have the entire fuel rail off, and we just took off the EGR valve here. Trying to get space to take off the VTEC solenoid now. Once we take the VTEC solenoid off, we'll unbolt all the upper intake bolts up here, and probably unbolt this thermostat and drain some coolant. Maybe we'll do the petcock valve first. But, yeah, there is 3 10mm bolts, or two or three 10mm bolts, I think. One here. I don't know if you can see. One here. And one here. Makes it a whole lot easier with all this stuff removed, guys. But this still is doable with all of it on. I'm going to take this hose off just because it's kind of in my way. And then unbolt the VTEC solenoid and give you guys a update. Okay, a little update. We still haven't got the VTEC solenoid off yet, but I found a hack for you guys for removing this intake that you guys will really like, to probably prevent you from even having to go under the vehicle. So I took out the studs holding in the fuel rails here, and I took out all the bolts except the ones on the bottom side, right? And you're like, well, how do I get to the bottom bolts? Well, guess what? You see holes in the intake runners here? Got a 12mm on your ratchet. Goes right on in through there. You stick it on there, crack it, take it off with your fingers. Stick it in there, crack it, take it off with your fingers. It's that easy. The engineers were actually thinking here. That is the very first time I've seen them think, guys. So big applause to them. And the engine ate my ratchet. It's gone. That's a casualty of war now. Alright, guys, but I'm gonna actually probably take off the entire intake to get to the VTEC. I think I still just gotta take off the thermostat over there, but I'm waiting on the coolant to finish draining. Unfortunately, it's windy, so it's not wanting to go into the drip pan yet. Waiting on it to drain, finish taking out those bolts, and then we will be getting on our way over here, guys. Alright, everybody, so we got the intake off up top. We're just coming on the other side to unbolt that bolt right there, and that bolt right there holding the harness on, and there's, I think, another one way over there in the corner that you really can't see. So there's 3 bolts on the bottom side you got to get off. They look like 12mm. So I'm gonna zip those. Actually, there's 4. There's one over there too. So there's 4 on the underside. Take those off, and you should be able to take off your entire intake, guys. As you can see, there's a lot of junk here dripping down. I can't determine whether it's coming from up top or down low until I fix up top. Once I fix up top, then we can find all the other leaks on this bad boy and get this thing running in good condition again, guys. All right, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, everyone, here's the intake. The gasket is stuck to the engine. Well, I haven't tested it, but these runners look disgusting in here. You can tell this thing was just trash. Just trash. Then look at all this room we have in here for activities, guys. Let's see if it comes off. Oh, hell no, that thing is... No wonder we had a leak. Guys, look at this. It's coming off in chunks. All right, well... Wow, this would really make it easy to change fuel filter, lower motor mount. Wow, I should have done all this at the same time, but I didn't know, guys. So, I'm gonna get to scraping all this off, cleaning all this off. Oh, and there's also the oil pressure sensor right there. Ah, bro. Take note, guys. This is a good time to replace everything here that I'm mentioning because it's not gonna have an easier time to get to it. Alright, like I said, let me clean all this up and get back to you guys with the cleaned up, ready to go gasket surface. Update, guys. We got the exhaust manifold also off. We loosened the 3 bolts up top. We still have some cleaning to do at the back. It's better. Here's our new exhaust gasket, though. As you can see, everything is exactly the same. Just brand new. So we're going to clean this surface up with some paper towels and some brake clean. Put that with our other gaskets that we have to replace. So clean this up, bolt this back on, and have this be called done deal. I may have to go get some razor blades. Mine may or may not work for the stuck-on stuff back here, but we will see. Working on it. Ugh, trustees. It's a whole bunch of carbon, guys. All right, I'll get back to you guys with the next update shortly. All right, everybody, so we've got it cleaned. The surface has been cleaned on both the intake and the actual engine block, and here's our new gasket. This red is the VTEC over here, so it goes on that side. I don't think you guys can really screw this up. I mean, it's just simple common sense. All right, I'll take the rags out now. They were kind of just there so I didn't get crap in the engine. Smart trick. Like that. I gotta rush because Sergeant Major's gonna be coming through and doing a walkthrough, and I don't want him saying stuff about my car, so I'm trying to get this done, guys. So I'm gonna zip on the intake real quick and go from there. Alright, we have the intake on, guys. Now we're going to be putting the new VTEC gaskets together. As you see, there's 2. Take off the top of the VTEC solenoid, and you got that gasket, and then you also have this gasket here. Sorry, I do not have a part number for you guys because I threw away the box. But if you look up your vehicle on AutoZone, it will pop up, guys. So let me install this and get this installed on the block, and we can continue on. I think the only gasket I'm going to end up having to get is this EGR valve. I'm gonna use it for now, but don't reuse gaskets, guys. This one is not really good. But I got to get this done before Sergeant Major comes for a walkthrough and yells at me for working on my car in here. So let me get this done as fast as I can, guys. All right, everyone, we got some progress in here. As you can see, we got intake already in, VTEC solenoid on. We replaced this hose here because that hose was really fragile. In case y'all want to know the part number for that one at AutoZone, Delta 86122 63152. That is a hose that wasn't even stock. It was just really soft. I'm not ending up replacing the lower radiator hose because that one doesn't match up great. So I think now I'm going to put the thermostat, the new thermostat in the housing and the gasket there. Put that on and then start upper intake, all the good stuff. Injectors. I'm just in crunch time now, guys. The hard part is over. I'll see you guys in the next update. Alright, guys, we got the new one on, the old one off. As you can see, I'm glad I did. Looks like the diaphragm in here is done. And new gasket, new thermostat. And here's the gasket part number. It is part number 35480. and this is a Felpro gasket. So now we will clean this surface off, bolt this back down, replace that one, which is part number 35469, water outlet gasket, guys. And I will get you guys an update, I guess, once I start bolting things back together. All right, everyone, as you can see, everything is back together up top. I'm just looking at this intake. Didn't look down, but I guess it is. Yeah, everything is on. Much cleaner, newer gaskets. Let me just get this little coolant here that spilled out. I want to make sure this is clean so I can see if any leaks happen. It's brand new looking in here. The only thing that's left to do is install the under 4 bolts for the underside of the intake and prime the fuel injectors. And this thing should be good, guys. I have to get a new intake. Cold air intake to there, because all of it's broken. It's broke down there. That little squiggly's dry rotted and cracked. So that's a bad air leak. But without further ado, let me put on the last 4 bolts, prime it, and start it for you guys. All right, everybody. We put the battery on, got the alarm turned off now. We primed it 3 times. We're gonna prime it 3 more and then start it. All right, here we go. First crank. Baby's purring, boys. It's also pouring out something. I think it's pouring out coolant. Unless that's fuel. Smells like fuel. Alright, everyone, it was the return fuel line. So I hadn't hooked up that one hose and it was just spitting fuel out, guys. So this is why you double, triple check everything. But so far, no leaks whatsoever. Everything looks great. We're gonna now let this run and top this off with coolant and finish our job here and park it in a dry parking lot and make sure it doesn't leak. Well, until next time, guys, peace out. And lastly, guys, I figured I'd link the intake manifold gaskets, and I think this didn't have the VTEC, but this is a complete gasket kit. It comes with head gaskets, intake gaskets, valve cover gaskets, a whole bunch of other stuff that I haven't used yet, but it is Moly part number 95-3599, and that is a lot of the gaskets on the entire Honda. And this thing, so far, not a leak, guys. This thing is leak-free for the first time in who knows how long. I'm just gonna go return this lower radiator hose because this one, I didn't even feel like doing it, and this one didn't look like it would fit well. So let's go get $35 back and get some food and celebrate. Peace out, y'all.